is that on? Okay. Just edit that out later. Hello, world. Did you know that you're extremely, and I mean extremely toxic? What's he talking about? Well, let's reason together for a second. In all the vast collective years of human history, whether you believe that's thousands or millions, as far as we know, there were no man-made chemicals, right? Until like the last little 2 seconds of our history, the last little, and all of a sudden we've come up with thousands, like countless chemicals that are in the environment and therefore in your body. Okay, so, and if you're asking me why that matters, the fact that you're asking that is why that matters. So basically, we're living in a cause and effect universe, whether your education system managed to get that through to you or not. And what that means is, when you take the chemical code of things in nature and start tweaking it, yeah, and then these new compounds that never existed, that are totally unnatural, are in the environment everywhere, you've introduced, okay, that's the cause, all that tweaking, but you don't know what the effect is, but you've introduced it nonetheless. And the effect is occurring, okay? It's occurring, we're already paying for it, whether the connection has been made or not. What do I mean? Well, skyrocketing disease rates for one thing. Now, that's not the only cause of that, but it's one of the main causes. Statistics, you know, guys, things don't just happen for no reason, okay? That whole thing, shit happens, no. Shit happens if shit has a reason to happen, okay? Cause and effect, it's real, like gravity, whether you accept it or recognize it or not. Like, if a toddler walks off a cliff, is gravity going to go, well, you know, poor little fellow doesn't know what gravity is, so, you know, I'm just going to turn the other way this time. No. Unfortunately, it's, you know what I mean? This is like that, cause and effect. It's there. It's a law in this physical universe and world. And you can't escape it, so being aware of it is your best bet here. Learning about it. Okay. Let's talk about detoxification. It's kind of becoming a buzzword out there in the world because more and more people are waking up to the fact that when your body's clogged with so many asininely crazy, unnatural things that it never had to deal with for all of its evolution or all of its, you know, entire timeline in history, and now you got all these unnatural things that your body's not equipped to deal with. It never had to, it doesn't know how. These things are unnatural. They're in you. They're in us, in our glands, in our organs, in our bones. Ugh. Okay. Before we go any further, if you're a blue pill person, this is your cue. Run away. If you're a red pill person, like me, who's with me? Come on, let's go further down this rabbit hole, okay? Okay, the environment is attached to your body. Even if we live in artificial cities and don't recognize that anymore, this earth is like one big cell that we live within, okay? And we're sharing all the toxins we put in it. You can't put all these chemicals and stuff in the environment and radiation, etc., and not have it in this environment too, okay? So we do. Now, detoxification. Yes, it's important. It is. So let's talk about some of the best methods, okay? Now, some of you out there, if I don't cover your favorite method here and you know some great things about detox and, you know, have experience with it, feel free to add to this, okay? Contribute. That's awesome. I just put, you know, I'm just going to put out there some of the best things for people to get started. Now, I'm going to talk about the use of saunas, but before I do, I got to say, I don't recommend saunas to people who are not on top of their mineral game. And if you don't know what I mean by that, then you're not on top of your mineral game, okay? So I'm not recommending saunas to you. Go look at my supplements video and learn about deficiencies, learn about supplementation. When you are on top of your mineral game and you're putting a lot of minerals in, then you can afford to sweat a lot of minerals out. Because saunas don't just talk, you know, they don't just take the toxic things out of you, they take minerals as well. One of the job of some of those minerals, as you sweat them out, is to carry some of the toxins out of you. So again, having your mineral balance and reserves built up, essential if you're going to use saunas. Now, there's going to be links below to all this stuff. I'm not going to, you know, go on too long about any one of these things because that would take forever and you guys don't need to be staring at me for that long. But the links are there. Educate yourself. I'm just going to touch on each of these things, okay? Saunas are a big one. They can get radiation out of the body. When you subject your body to high temperature, the immune system becomes much stronger and kills off living things that are living in you, like, you know, viral, bacterial, yeast type stuff. What else? Parasitic. Okay, and if you, again, okay, here's the deal, guys. You may not realize it, but this body of yours, if you're not careful, and who has been, it's like an environment or a habitat for all kinds of living things too, okay, not just chemicals. So, not to freak anybody out, but yeah, that's real. This is a terrain, okay? And if you want it to be yours and you want to own your own house, it's time to, you know, start kicking out all the freeloaders. Okay. Saunas, awesome. Links below. Educate yourself. Okay, enough said. Let's talk about healing clays like bentonite clay, things like that. Certain clays, types of special dirt from the earth that come from certain places that actually, when you put them through your digestive tract, they magnetize a lot of crap that shouldn't be there and pull it out of you. Heavy metals, chemicals, pesticides, radiation again. Now, one of the things, if you get serious about detoxification, one of the things you're going to need, these clays that you, and that may sound weird eating clay, but it's not. It's just, you know, mix it with some water and drink it. It's not a big deal. As it goes through your digestive tract, okay, like I said, it sucks out a lot of junk. And when you're serious about detoxification, I'm not going to lie, guys, as toxic as most of you are, when you start dislodging a lot of toxins that have been stuck in different points in your body for a long time, they go back into circulation, the bloodstream, the lymph system, the elimination organs like your liver and kidneys. Now all these things are working overdrive to get that shit out of the body. Oftentimes you're going to feel worse before you feel better. And if you don't know this going in, if you're not prepared, if you don't have the knowledge, you're going to think you're dying and you're going to give up on your cleanse. You're going to say, oh my God, it's killing me, I'm getting worse. You need to go in armed with knowledge. You need to know what's happening. A lot of times, serious detox, you feel worse before you feel better. You can have flu-like stuff, you can have rashes, you can have mood swings, you can have insomnia, you can have nervous system, whatever, mental, emotional, all kinds of stuff. I don't mean to scare the daylights out of you. It's manageable. But you need to educate yourself. You need to know what you're getting into, because this is not, in this day and age, as bad as the toxicity is, this is not something you're going to be able to half-ass lollygag your way through. This is something you have to be dedicated and mean it. Be dedicated to your detoxification. Because once you get going on this journey, you're going to find out it's a lot more real. And you're dealing with a lot more than you realized. The stuff that you got to get out of you, out of your body. Kick it out of your house. Take the trash out. Okay, enough. Rebounding, and no, I don't mean if you get dumped, finding somebody to as fast as possible. That's not what I mean. Rebounding means, and I don't know why it's named this, but jumping on a trampoline, okay? Don't know why they call it rebounding. Anyway, it'll be in the links below. Apparently I missed that part, but what it does is it gets your lymph system working again. The lymph system is like the most overlooked thing in modern society, and it's like the most overworked and damaged and messed up thing in modern toxic society as well. Rebounding, even though it may not click at first, like why some exercise would have anything to do with lymph cleansing, your lymph system can't move on its own. It takes movement, and the gravity and the movement, the way a trampoline works, it's the perfect thing for moving a clogged lymph system. Okay, this can save your life. This has saved a lot of lives. Incurable diseases and everything. I better be quiet before the medical institution puts a little red dot on my head. Anyway, check out the links below. Rebounding, it's awesome, it's easy, it's like if almost anybody except for the most, physically disabled can rebound, okay? If you can even stand up and kind of do this, you can rebound. Low impact, not going to beat you up, not going to wear you down, it's just going to make you feel better. And it's tremendously beneficial, okay? Do your research. Detox herbs, okay? There's all kinds of amazing herbs on this planet for detoxification. I'm not going to go into a list because I could talk about any one of them for an hour and the list would just go on and on and on. I'll put some links below to get you started. Herbs are your friends, guys. Enough said. Oh yeah, we live in a day and age when you can get all the best herbs from the four corners of the world, okay? It didn't used to be like that. That's an advantage we have. We may be in a toxic age where we're radiating and polluting the hell out of ourselves, but we're also in an information and a technological age where if you have a keyboard and a debit card, you know, you can get herbs from anywhere in this world. Do your research, know about your sources, know about where they're grown, the conditions, etc. A person has to learn about this and be an informed consumer, not just some blind whatever that's going to buy the first thing pushed at them. Like I was saying on the supplement video, same concept. Okay, detox herbs. All right, check it out. You know, educate yourself on all these subjects I'm talking about. There's forums out there dedicated to this kind of stuff, and following other people's journeys, it can be very helpful. Okay, sometimes it helps to know what others have gone through and what's worked and what hasn't and why, etc. Anyway, sometimes just, you know, being in a group of like-minded people that are working on a project together can make it more exciting, and you can make progress faster that way. Enough said. Let's talk about diet now. This category, I hate to sound cynical, but in my experience, most people sort of are so nostalgic about what they eat that they'd rather die of some degenerative disease than change their freaking diet. If that's you, just ignore this part. But if you're someone who realizes that changing your diet is just a matter of doing something different for a while till it becomes habit, and then that's your normal that you enjoy, it's not scary. It's a good thing. Let's talk about diet. As far as diet detoxification, generally, diets that help the body to alkalize, because modern human bodies are too acidic. Acidic bodies breed disease. Okay, alkaline bodies are almost completely disease-proof. But nobody's alkaline. We're in a toxic environment. So the most alkaline diet possible is going to be the most cleansing diet in the current context of where we are. So basically vegan diets that are raw or mostly raw, very good for detoxification, okay? Enough said, links below, educate yourself. Or don't, your choice. Okay. Fasting, types of fasting. Now, fasting's been around forever as a way to deal with, you know, health struggles, etc. I don't go recommending like water fasting, like true fasting to people in this day and age, because like my supplement video goes over, some of you, well, the vast majority of everybody in modern technological society is so deficient in certain minerals that if you go on a long water fast, you might get too weak, you know what I mean, too depleted. So I'm not, if that's your thing and it's what you want to do and you educate yourself and you're all about it, go for it. I'm just saying, I'm not going to randomly recommend that to anybody, because some people are so feeble and weak already that that could lead them to problems, okay? Now, other types of fasts involving like raw juicing fasts, and I don't mean just drinking sugary fruit juice, I mean like grinding up green things and things with a lot of minerals and a lot of chlorophyll and maybe some good herbs in there and healthy fiber. Okay, that's what I mean by juice fasting. Now, if you're going to be all religiositous about this and say that's not fasting because if you're consuming any calories it's not a fast, fine. Enjoy that belief system. You can call it what you want, restrictive diets, whatever. Some people call it a juice fast. I don't care what you call it. Links below, educate yourself, learn, okay? Help yourself. I am blazing through this video faster than I ever do because I wanted to get to my favorite one. Now, this is my favorite for two reasons. One, because it works better than anything I've ever tried, and probably I don't see how it could be beat. And two, because it's so taboo. Coffee enemas, okay? This is how I start my day every day. And it's not because I'm, well, no, wait, I am weird. Okay. I must be honest and forthright. Coffee enemas. Now, when someone first told me about this, I had the same reaction most of you are having right now. No way! No fucking way, okay? I'll do anything to detox, but no enema stuff. That's because it's ew, you know? Okay, well, however, I know someone who was diagnosed with an incurable cancer and given 6 months to live. I can't remember how many years ago that's been now, because she's doing so well and looking better than ever and feeling better. She went on the Gerson therapy, okay? Link below. This is a way to cure incurable diseases. I'm not sure if I can say that without getting silenced. The person who invented the Gerson protocol, he got assassinated, as do most healers. But anyway, if you're dealing with an incurable disease and you would rather not go be radiated to death in some tube where, you know, you're being experimented on like a lab rat and you're throwing up every day and life's not worth living anyway, you would like to not do something that horrible and actually do something that gives you a chance to regenerate, not just blow yourself up with napalm in hopes that the cancer dies before you do. If any of this is clicking, okay, check out Gerson therapy protocol. Anyway, back to the coffee enemas. They're part of that, okay? So this person I know, she patiently would talk to me about the benefits of coffee enemas, about, you know, how much better they make you feel, how many health benefits they have, how good it is for anyone. You know, I was resistant to this idea, of course, you know, but for some reason, and I am so thankful. I don't know if it's how the stars were aligned or what, but finally, after probably a year or two of her patiently talking to me about this, I just decided, yeah, why not? I'll give it a try. So I did my first coffee enema, and never in my life did my body and brain and everything ever give me such amazing positive feedback from something I did, ever, okay? For those of you that are aware of the ancient Chinese sort of healing philosophies and understandings, and you know about how the liver stores negative emotions. Now, being raised in the West, I kind of suspected there was something to that, but I didn't know what to think about that. I had read that. Well, let me tell you, the first time I did a coffee enema, it was like decades of emotional pain and baggage just blew right out my ass, and I felt better. I felt like euphoric, and this is not an exaggeration. Mentally, emotionally, and physically euphoric, okay? And now I have not missed a single day since the first time I did one, okay? And have no intention to. It's my favorite way to start the day. So, if you were to ask me, okay, if someone somehow enforced that I was only ever to use one form of detoxification ever again in my life, without a moment's delay, without any hesitation or second thought, coffee enemas. That's my choice. Incredible. Incredible. I mean, why else would I be talking about something that, you know, the comment section's just going to be a whole bunch of... I can see it coming now. So you know what? Let's give them something to talk about. If you're out there and you're laughing at me, or you think this is ridiculous, and laugh it away, hey, go for it. I'm laughing at you even harder, and I'll get to that later, but if you're so afraid of putting a little rubber or plastic tube up your ass with some coffee to experience incredible detoxification, incredible uplifting, mind-expanding, euphoric, health-improving rewards, ask yourself why you're so afraid. It's not a rational thing, is it? No. So what is it? Would it be that you just be afraid somebody would find out and think you're weird? Well, then do it on your own time in your own privacy, okay? Nobody has to know. Try it. Try it for yourself. Okay, I realize society has all sorts of taboos, and depending on which society you grow up in, you just kind of accept those, and then they're kind of like a wall in your mind where you just don't go there. Well, I don't give a shit. I'll just tell the whole world, because I don't care. Because if any of you out there will have the metaphorical balls, and I say metaphorical because this is just as good for females as males, if you'll try it, then you'll know what I'm talking about, okay? I won't have to preach it to you anymore. Do it on your own time, do it on your own privacy, whatever. Yes, it's a little bit of a messy procedure, but if you have access to a shower, you're good to go, okay? You'll be just fine. Um, and to you, like macho guys out there or whatever, or whoever that's going to be, let me think about how to say this. What is it, guys? Is it an insecurity about your sexuality or something? Because here's the thing. I've always been 110% straight. It's just the way I am. And I've still, even though that's maybe more politically correct, I've still never been comfortable with my own sexual energy. It's been mostly a crazy, chaotic burden that I don't know what to do with most of the time. Coffee enemas have nothing to fucking do with it for me, okay? So, you know, if you're, I don't know what you're afraid of. Are you afraid that by sticking a little tube up your ass, you're going to turn gay? Or if you're gay, you're going to turn straight? Or somehow you're going to become confused? Maybe you already are. Who cares? And if it does something for you in a sexual way, hey, my recommendation, just do the enema anyway. You know what I mean? Get the benefits. What else can I say, you know? This is the kind of thing where it's like I could keep it all to myself and just benefit from it and laugh at the world that they're missing out, but you know, that's not what my channel's about. I'm gonna challenge anything that's hard to go over that has the potential to benefit humanity, because believe it or not, I love all you fellow sentient beings out there wandering around confused. You know, we're in this together, so anything that benefits me a lot, I'm going to tell you about it. If you want to laugh at me, go ahead. Laugh it up. Laugh hard. Guess what? I stick a bunch of coffee up my ass every morning, and I like it black. Oh, no, he didn't. I'm sorry, world. I'm sorry for my Tourette syndrome style sense of humor. Sometimes things like that, they just leap out, you know what I mean, and make a fool of me. But hey, I'm already making a fool of me, but it's for your guys' benefit, okay? Try it. If you're afraid somebody's gonna think you're weird or social judgment, try it in privacy, okay? And then tell me it wasn't worth it. Tell me it wasn't incredible. And here's another thought for you, okay? If you think doing some kind of an enema is gross, what do you think about carrying around pounds and pounds and pounds of encrusted roadkill and chemicals and garbage that's encased in you, eroding you, things are living in it? Ugh. Let me tell you something. When you actually get the inside of your body cleaned out, then you'll realize what gross was, okay? If you think carrying around all that shit with you all the time isn't gross, there's some kind of logical disconnect here, fellas. So, guys, gals, whoever, I'm asking you to step up. If you actually care about your health and well-being and you want to experience something that's tremendously rewarding and, like, fuck what society thinks and their taboos, don't let that shit hold you back. Benefit from it. Like I say, try it in privacy on your own time. You don't have to tell nobody like me. Just do it and watch how much it's worth it, okay? Try to tell me it wasn't worth it after you've tried it, okay? That's my challenge to you on that. Okay, so that's my list of some of the top ways to detoxify. Like I said, links below. Educate yourself. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to make more of your life. Challenge yourself to deal with these things that need dealing with, because guys, statistics are there for a reason. And unless you just want to be one, you have to do something different than the herd of people who are ending up being statistics. Do you hear me? Or are you so distracted by how weird I am that you don't hear me? Forget the messenger. Forget this idiot. Take the information, take the ideas, take the concepts, guys, and benefit from it, okay? Get the poison out of you. You'll find that your consciousness grows, your sense of well-being, your capacity for life, mentally, physically, emotionally. Everything lights up and life is more than it was before, okay? Like I said, if you're blue pill and you're okay where it's at and you kind of like being where you're at, I don't know how to argue with that, but if you'd like life to be more than it is, stop letting society's little immature fears hold you back and go for it, guys. And remember, once you get into these things and you start researching things like detoxification, supplements, etc., when you actually experience some of the benefits finally, I won't have to tell you any of this anymore. It'll ignite a passion in you, and you'll realize you can go on that journey and you can take it as far as you want to. And every step and piece you put together on that journey empowers you. It gives you more vitality, it gives you more clarity, it gives you more energy, it gives you more perception, etc., etc. It's giving to you in a world where things are taking from you, okay? Do something about that. Change the math, okay? Don't just be a statistic because you just go along with the herd, guys. You deserve better than that. Your family deserves better than that. Anybody you love, hell, everybody deserves better than that. Apply it, okay? I dare you to. Please. I'm not going to beg, but I almost will, because I care that much about all you guys, and I'm not joking. That's why I'm making all this noise about this kind of stuff. So I'm willing to make a fool out of myself so everybody can laugh at me or whatever. I don't give a shit. It's worth it if any of you will take this stuff and benefit from it, okay? It really is. It's that worth it. That's all I can say, man. I don't really have the words, so let me just telepathically try to imprint the importance of this on you guys now.